Hello everyone, and today I have a fantastic and an amazingly beautiful attacking chess game to show you. So in this chess game we have Maia Chiburdanidze against Hans Hoffmann, FIDE master from Germany. And Maia Chiburdanidze is a chess grandmaster from Georgia, and she was the 6th women's world chess champion, which she held that title from 1978 until 1991, and that's very dominant, very dominant. And she was the second chess grandmaster as a woman who was awarded that title, second chess grandmaster as a woman. A very strong chess player, women's world chess champion, the 6th. Okay, so this game was played in 1989, and Chiburdanidze starts the game with e4. We have c5, Sicilian defense, and we have the open Sicilian. So queen to c7, and we have the Khan variation of the Sicilian defense. So g3, b5, and bishop to g2, lining the bishop with the rook, so bishop to b7, pinning the e-pawn, and castling, d6, rook over, developing the knight, and a4, threatening to capture the pawn. So rook takes and then knight from g to f6, and black's idea is very simple. Black wants to develop the bishop, and then black is hoping to castle. He is only hoping to castle. Chiburdanidze is not allowing that because her knight is looking extremely annoying on d5. Knight to d5 by Chiburdanidze. Unbelievable. Sacrificing the knight, and actually this is a logical move, and black didn't want to let this knight stay in there, and that's also attacking the queen, so capturing, check, and exposing the king. King is in the middle and losing the castling rights. So if knight to e5, of course f4, and if bishop to e7, then knight to f5, and if defending the bishop with the knight, the bishop is pinned, then bishop to f4, and that is winning for white. So this is a hopeless position for black. So threatening bishop takes, the bishop is pinned. Defending this is extremely difficult. So e takes on d5, moving the king, what else? You can't interpose. And then knight to c6, that's check, every move is attacking, keep moving forwards. Bishop takes on c6. If moving the king, that's a very bad idea because of rook to c4, and black is in big trouble. He is in deep trouble, threatening to move the knight and then winning the queen with check, let's say, and then winning the queen. So actually if bishop takes, then rook takes, that is still going to win the queen, and you can't also move the king. If blocking with the knight, I think we can push the pawn. This is a very difficult position to defend, so bishop takes, what else, and then capturing, defending the knight, and then defending the rook and lining the rook with the king. Bishop to f4 is on the cards in this position. So we have d5, also closing the diagonal for the bishop. But then, so if, again, if bishop to f4, then queen takes pawn, but then c4. And the rook is lined with the king, and this pawn is pinned. So queen takes on c6, and of course, if knight takes pawn, then rook takes, and the pawn is pinned. That would be a disaster for black. So queen takes on c6, and black is suffering because the king is in the middle, and black has a cramped position, especially after c takes on d5, defending the queen, and then pushing the pawn, and this bishop is in lockdown. You can't develop this bishop, and you can't also activate this rook. You can't connect the rooks, it's impossible, and this is also a discovery attack to the rook. Disaster everywhere. What a disaster for black, the art of the attack. And even though black is a piece up, black is playing like he's 2 pieces down because you can't develop this bishop, and also this rook is stuck, it is boxed in. So we have rook to b8, defending the rook, and then bishop to f4, lining the bishop with the rook. And then knight goes back, so also blocking the pawn. But then queen to d2 by Chiburdanidze. She is planning to play rook to c1. And we have h6, a pathetic looking move. But what happens if rook to c8 fighting for this open file, but then white has this spectacular move, rook to c4, and if queen takes rook, a deflection tactic, then we have check and disaster everywhere. And you can see the power of the bishop pair and how she is using those bishops extremely effectively. And then bishop to f1, black is lost, black needs to resign. It's all over. So unbelievable attack. So we have h6 and then rook to c1 is in the menu. So rook to c1 it is, queen to b6, and then queen to c3. And Chiburdanidze is threatening to play queen to c7, and that's a very dangerous move. So knight goes back defending, and look at black's position. Black is extremely cramped and black is in the ropes. And can you see what white can play in this position? If I give you a few seconds, what would you do if you had the white pieces? Okay, queen to c7, sacrificing the queen. So knight takes, pawn takes, forking the king and the rook. So king to e8, and if king to c8, then capturing the rook, queen, discovered check to the king as well, checkmate. The art of the attack. So far, an incredible chess game. So moving the king, but when you see a good move, look for a better one, and this was the better move. Rook to e4, that's check, then capturing the rook. Black really has no defense in this position. So bishop to e7 and then capturing the rook with check. Knight takes, but then rook check, only move, or blocking with the queen, which doesn't make any sense. And then bishop to h3 and black resigned. What an incredible, unbelievable attacking chess game by the 6th official Women's World Chess Champion. The possible continuation only for prolonging the game is queen to e6, and look at the bishops, they look like heat-seeking missiles. Unbelievable. Bishop takes queen check and then boom, game over. Thank you very much for this chess game. What a disaster for black. Whatever black does, black is getting smashed. And in this position, after bishop to h3, because of the bishop pair, you can't move the king. If f5, then bishop takes, only defense, and then bishop takes queen, checkmate. Unbelievable chess game by Maia Chiburdanidze. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game. I mean, is it possible not to enjoy this piece of art chess game? So I hope to see you next time with more amazing interactive chess games. Just stay safe, take care, and goodbye.